Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome back to Find XYZ. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. We are still on the road to WASSCE 2026. Let's try this problem. We've been asked to copy and complete the table for values for the relation y is equal to 2 sine x plus 1. Then we are asked to use scales of 2 centimeters to 30 degrees on the x-axis and 2 centimeters to 1 unit on the y-axis. Then we'll draw a graph of y is equal to sine x plus 1 on the interval of x from 0 degrees to 270 degrees. Then finally, we'll use our graph to find the values of s for which sine x is 1/4. Let's begin. Now, because we are asked to copy and complete the table, we are going to use the calculator to do that. And since our input values, that is the x values, are given in degrees, the first thing is to check whether your calculator is in degree mode. And if your calculator is in degree mode, fine, you can go ahead and use the calculator. However, if your calculator is in radian, you can change it by pressing the shift key, then mode. Then you can clearly see if you want your calculator to be in degree mode, that is 3 and radian is 4. And since we want degree, you are going to enter 3 and our calculator will switch to degree mode. Then we can begin. The first thing is, because this is given in the table, I'm going to use the table function. So I press mode, then table, that is number 7. I press 7. Then we have our function f of x being equal to. Then what is the function? The function is 2 sine x plus 1. So let's enter that. So I have 2, then sine. Now the x, you realize that the x is in red. So for me to activate that key, I have to press alpha before I can press this to activate the x. Then I'll close the bracket and I'll bring plus 1. That is the function. Then when you press equal sign, you see start. Look at your table. What is the start x value? That is 0. So I'll enter 0. Then I'll press equal sign. Then what is the end value? The end value is 270. So I'll enter 270. Then I'll press equal sign. Then the step. The step is what is the interval between these values? 0 to 30, 30 to 60, 60 to 90, and so on. What is the step? The step is 30 degrees. It is changing by 30 degrees. So I'm going to enter 30. Then I'll press equal sign. Then our table is ready. So 0 will give us 1. You are going to leave all our values in one decimal place. Then 30 is giving us 2. So we are going to write 2.0. Then 60 is giving us 2.732. In one decimal place, that will give us 2.7. Then let's use the arrow key. 90 is giving us 3. We are going to write 3.0. Then 120 is also giving us 2.732. So in one decimal place, that will give us 2.7, which has already been given. Then the next value, which is 150, is giving us 2.0. Then 180 is giving us 1.0. Then 210 is giving us 0.0, which has already been given. Then 240 is giving us negative 0.7. So in one decimal place is negative 0.7, which has already been given. Then finally 270 is giving us negative 1.0. So we are done with the table. This is what we are going to use to draw our graph. Now the table is very useful in the sense that it is the foundation to build our graph, which is like a house. So if the foundation is wrong or you have a mistake with the foundation, the whole house will collapse. So you have to be very careful when you are completing the table. Also, the marking scheme will not give you any marks for solving these values individually. So the calculator is the best option. Then after completing the table, we are going to use this table to draw our graph. Now they have given us a scale for us to use in our graph. So we have 2 centimeters to 30 degrees on the x-axis and then 2 centimeters to 1 unit on the y-axis. Now before we begin the graph work, you have to analyze your values. Look at the x values. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It means that we need 10 lines. Then the minimum is 0, the highest is 270. And on the y, the highest is 3 and then the lowest is negative 1. So it means that the highest value can be 3 and the minimum value can be negative 1, so that you know how to divide the graph. Now let's go to the graph. Now on my graph, I'm going to pick this as my starting point. I'll draw my horizontal line. Since the interval is 30 degrees, this is my 0, then 30, then 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, and then 270. Then on the y, we are saying that for every 2 centimeters, we'll count it as 1. So if I'm moving upwards, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Similarly, Typically, if I'm coming down, this is -1. Now, since the values that we are using, the highest is 3 and our minimum is -1, so I'll end there. Now, let's plot the values. We are going to plot these coordinates. So we'll pick pair of coordinates. So 0 and 1. So we'll look at 0 on the x-axis and then 1. So that is the point. Then 30 degrees and 2.0. So 30 and 2. Then the next 60, 2.7. So since 2 to 3 is 1 unit, every line is 0.1. So the middle of it will be 2.5, 2.6, 2.7. Then 90 and 3, that is our point. Then 120 and 2.7, the same line. So this is my 2.7. Then 150 and 2.0. So this is my 2.0, 150. Then 180 and 1, 180 and 1, and then 210 and 0 will be on the x-axis. Then 240 and -0.7. So if this is 0.5, 0.6, -0.7. Then finally 270 and -1, that will be on this point. Now let's connect these points. Please do not use a straight edge to connect them. Just use your free hand. So let's connect them. This is our curve for y is equal to 2 sine x plus 1. And we use a scale of 2 centimeters is to 30 degrees on the x-axis. And then 2 centimeters is to 1 unit on the y-axis. This is the first part of the problem. We have been able to sketch our curve. Then next one, we are asked to use the graph to find the values of x for which sine x is equal to 1/4. It means that we are looking for the input of x that will give us 1/4. However, the curve that we have drawn is y is equal to 2 sine x plus 1. There are so many ways of doing this. One easy way is substituting, because we know sine x is equal to 1/4. So it means that we know the value of sine x. We'll substitute it. So we can say y is equal to 2 into bracket. What is sine x? That is 1/4 plus 1. 2 times 1/4. That will give us 1/2 plus 1. That will give us one whole number 1/2 or 1.5. So we can say y is equal to 1.5. So we'll just go and plot y to be equal to 1.5 on the graph to get its corresponding values of x. Or we can manipulate this equation. So what we can do is that because we have 2 sine x here, I can multiply this equation by 2 and this side also by 2. And that will give us 2 sine x is equal to 1/2. Then what we can do is that we have 2 sine x plus 1. We have achieved the 2 sine x. How can we get a plus 1? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add 1 to both sides of this equation. So I'm going to have 2 sine x plus 1 is equal to 1.5, because 1 plus half is 1.5. Then you can clearly see that 2 sine x plus 1 is the same as whatever I have on the left hand side. And what is it equal to? It's equal to 1.5. And what is 2 sine x plus 1? That is y. So we can say y is equal to 1.5. So you can use either of these methods to find y. Then when you are able to get y, plot y on the graph to get the corresponding values of x. So let's go and plot y is equal to 1.5 on the graph. So we'll locate 1.5 on the y. So this is 1.5 on the y. Then we'll draw a straight line till it touches the curve. So you realize that it will touch the curve at 2 points. Then we'll trace it to the x-axis. Then we'll trace this point also to the x-axis. Then we'll find their corresponding values. From 0 to 30, we have 10 lines. Okay, so it means that we'll divide 30 into 10 equal parts, and each part will be 3. So this line is 3, then this line is another 3, that will give us 6, then another 3, that will give us 9, then another 3, that will give us 12 and 15. So roughly, let's say 13.5. That is the first part. Then we have 150, because the interval is 30 and we have 10 equal parts. It means that each step will be 3. Take note of that. So 30 divided by 10, each step will give us 3. So we have 153, 156, 159, 162. Then this will be 165. So it's between 162 and 165. So let's go for 163 degrees. So it means that the values of x is equal to 13.5 degrees or 163 degrees. These are the estimate from our graph. Before we sign off, let's analyze this curve. You realize that when we write y is equal to sine x sine will begin from 0. However, we have y is equal to 2 sine x plus 1. Now this 1 is known as the vertical shift. It means that this graph will shift upwards. You realize I have shifted upwards 1 unit, right? Then this 2 is known as the amplitude. The amplitude is like a volume. So it means that the highest it can go will be 2 units above the middle point. And what is the middle point? The middle point is 1. So you realize that we'll have 1, 2 units above. Then we can have 2 units below. So watch this. 1, 2. If this is the middle line, let me draw this. So this is our middle line, or let's say the sea level. So if this is the sea level, the highest it can go is 2 units because this is 2, and the lowest it can go, that is the minimum or how deep it can go, is -1. 2 units below the sea level and 2 units above the sea level. So that is the interpretation. That is all I have for you. If you found this helpful, kindly leave a comment, share this video to all your friends, and I'll be back with another video. Until then, I'm out.